Switching out into Gliscor, the opponent now switches out into Bastiodon, the king of the anti-flyers. Well, excluding my good friend Shadow Gliscor. Hi Bastiodon, bye Bastiodon. So, welcome back to the home of Shadow Pokemon. Yes, we're back at it again with some more triple Shadow Spice in the Hisui Cup. Today we are running a double ground strategy. The two ground types of choice are going to be Shadow Gliscor and Fire Fang Shadow Hippowdon. I've never used Hippowdon before, and I'm going to be honest, I was pretty impressed. In the lead, we've got Gallade, so we're running double ground in the back. Do me all a favour, absolutely nobody watches these theme cups, especially triple Shadow, so if you're one of the few that actually does, I'd really appreciate if you could smash that like. Moving on into the battles, and in game one, we pick up a lead against Empolion. This thing beats the entirety of my team. As I have said in previous Hisui Cup battles, Empolion is a real problem for Shadow Pokemon. We draw a shield with the Leaf Blade, and we are now going to rely on a Hungry Hippo to commit to the neutral Fire Fang farm down. Waterfall absolutely tearing for us. We've now got no shields. This is looking absolutely dreadful. The opponent comes in to Gastrodon. We're going straight for the hard-hitting Earth Power. The opponent gives our shield up, and we're now switching out into Gliscor. The opponent has Mr. Wallface in the back, the king of the anti-flyers. Well, if you're not named Shadow Gliscor, we're going straight for the Hail Mary. Get fucking wrecked, Wallface. Back out comes the Gastrodon, and guess what, Mr. Opponent? This is only a body slam. We will survive. Mud Slap is resisted, and you, my good friend, can eat an Earthquake as well, and that's going to be all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. A nice double boom to start off the video. Moving on to the next one, we see a Gastrodon in the lead. I was watching Jonkus' video earlier, and he summed it up beautifully. My God. Opponents have absolutely no originality. We switch out into Gliscor. We are going to respect a potential Water Pulse. The opponent now switches out into Bastiodon, and holy crap, we're going straight for the Hail Mary. Does the opponent respect the Earthquake? Yes, they do. However, we can shield it up and outpace him. The opponent throws at pretty good timing, but I'm not letting my Gliscor go. You already know that I'm going to love to boom the shit out of this Wallface. Hi, Wallface. Bye, Wallface. Get fucking wrecked. If they come back in with the Gastrodon, we could potentially Earthquake them once again. However, they come in to a Pachirisu. They're attempting to commit to the resisted Volt Switch down. That absolutely isn't happening. Hippowdon comes in, Earth powers the Gastrodon, and this Pachirisu, or Pachirisu, whatever it's called, is absolutely fucked. They fire off the harder hitting Thunderbolt. It does nothing, and the opponent concedes the match. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we see Froslass in the lead. And yes, I am going to switch in the Hungry Hippo into an Ice type. The opponent counter swaps into Toxicroak. We are going to survive the Mud Bomb. We're already at the Earth Power. Does the opponent want to give up a shield? They do not. Hippowdon going on an absolute tear up. We've now lowered the health of this Froslass. We are now going to come in with Gallade. Confusion absolutely tearing for us, but likewise, we are going to get one shot by any move. We're going straight for the Leaf Blade. Does the opponent want to give up a shield? Yes, they do. I'm pretty confident this is another basic bitch meta team. They're going to have Lucario in the back. We shield up the second Avalanche, and here comes Lucario. This is just a power-up punch, and that, my friend, is not the play. We tank it on the chin. We Confusion all the way down. The opponent realizes they fucked up. They've quit the match, and that's going to be all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we see Bastiodon in the lead. They switch out into Gallade, and I'm just staying in, going for as much Confusion damage as possible. The opponent throws a charge move. I'm going to allow my Gallade to go down. You can see I didn't throw, as I just wanted to do as much Confusion damage as possible. I've got two great answers for Wallface. We come in, commit to the wing attack down, and to my absolute surprise, they come back in to Bastiodon. You already know, no baits on this channel. We go straight for the Earthquake. Earthquake draws a shield from the opponent. We switch out, looking to catch a Stone Edge on our Hippo. The opponent doesn't throw. They fire off a Flamethrower, neutral Flamethrower. Doesn't do too much damage. The opponent is still staying in. We're going straight for the Earth Power. Is the opponent willing to double shield Bastiodon? They are not. Down it goes, and it is Drifblim in the back. Things are going to get somewhat tricky here. The opponent throws immediately. Fire Fang has lowered the health. We are going to rely on Gliscor getting the job done. We've still got two shields. We're going to need to shield up absolutely everything. The opponent shields the first Night Slash. They probably should have let the first one go. However, we're not complaining. We didn't get a boost, but potentially you could always get a boost. You want to shield the second one. We make Night Slash. Number 2, Night Slash doesn't KO, but we should be able to wing attack down and take that game. Moving on to the next battle. To my surprise, we see another basic bitch meta player. Running wallface, we're going straight for the close combat, does the opponent. Respect the close combat, yes they do. We now switch out into Gliscor. The opponent is dumping some energy. Stone Edge is neutral and we aren't shielding shit. The opponent is still staying in. They're looking to catch an Earthquake. And guess what, Mr. Opponent? Earthquake is exactly what I'm going to throw anyway. Earthquake does huge damage to Bastiodon. We outpace. To this Night Slash, we are going to be taking switch advantage. Gliscor once again on an absolute tear up. They come back in to Bastiodon. And now we are going to line up the Hungry Hippo. Non-stab flamethrower doesn't do a whole lot of damage. This opponent actually goes for the resisted Stone Edge and they then think, fuck, that wasn't the play, and quit the match. I'm not complaining, we're going to take that. Moving on to the next battle. We see Froslass in the lead. We say switch to the Hungry Hippo and the opponent answers with HISUIan Electrode. Possibly not the play. We are going to lose the zero shield, but you already know that Gallade needs shield, so we allow him to take us out and we get ahead on energy with our Gallade. So when Froslass does return, at least we have caught up some of the energy that we gave away when they stayed in. The opponent does come back in to the Froslass and we're firing off the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade draws a shield from the opponent. The opponent throws at poor timing. We sneak confusion. We are going to shield up the Avalanche and we are going to look to now one shield and farm all the way down. We might be shieldless, but Gallade with energy is lethal and his Toxicroak in the back. So to be honest, do we need energy? Not really, because they get absolutely deleted. Gliscor, 1 Night Slash, and that's all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we see another Pachirisu in the lead. I really hope I don't see too many of these, because fucking hell I struggle to pronounce that. We catch the move on Gliscor. They now answer with Gallade. Pretty questionable, as these wing attacks are hitting for super effective. The opponent does choose to dump energy. We've got shield advantage in the mid game once again. Absolutely what you want to see. We can now come in with Gallade. 1 confusion takes them out. They've got Cresselia in the back, so this is going to be somewhat tricky. Cresselia really good against all 3 Pokemon, but as Gallade has so much energy, we are just going to fire off Leaf Blade after Leaf Blade. Second Leaf Blade draws the final shield from the opponent. Gallade, you've done your job, buddy, and it's all now going to be on Mr. Hungry Hippo to close out this game. Grass Knot does hit for super effective due to our mono ground type, and we are going to shield it up. The opponent is staying in, so we are going to have to double shield, but that Pachirisu in the back is going to have absolutely no chance of taking us out. We are going to fire off the rock type Weather Ball at Cresselia. It doesn't quite KO. 1 more Fire Fang takes them out. This opponent clearly doesn't know their typings. They are going to be very upset when they throw a charge move. Thunderbolt, once again, does absolutely nothing. Earth Power is going to one-shot, and that's a good game. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we see another Froslass in the lead. So once again, I say switch into the Hungry Hippo. The opponent switches out super late into Toxicroak. We're going straight for the Earth Power. Does the opponent want to commit a shield? Yes, they do. It looks like they are committing to the counter farm down. Toxicroak is now pretty loaded. However, we can neutralize all of this energy with our Gliscor. Gliscor resists absolutely everything Toxicroak can throw. Mud Bomb does nothing. The opponent can now attempt Sludge Bomb, but guess what? That also does pretty much nothing. We do manage to wing attack all the way down. We switch out into Gallade, and it is Lucario in the back. The opponent probably is going to bait me. I think that's only 7. I think they're 1 short of the Shadow Ball, but I really couldn't care less. We are going to shield it up. We're going to go straight for the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade should be drawing the final shield from the opponent. They choose not to shield, and Gallade absolutely ripped through the back line. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, see Cresselia in the lead. Dreadful for Gallade. We say switch into Gliscor, and we are hard counter with Empolion. Once again, dreadful. This game is looking pretty bleak. We do get some chip damage off with the Night Slash, but we do get Waterfall all the way down, and this Penguin is absolutely loaded. We come in with Gallade. I'm going to shield once, just to get them to dump the remainder of their energy. They're already at the next move. There's no point in double shielding Gallade, as we're going to get absolutely fucked up by that Cresselia. I'm now coming in to the Hungry Hippo. We do manage to Fire Fang down. Back out comes Cresselia, and this game is over. I'm not even going to bother shielding. This is just RPS at its finest. GG's to that opponent. Moving on to the next battle, we see Wormadam Trash in the lead. We say switch into our soft counter of Gliscor. We build up to the Earthquake. We throw out good timing, and we are baiting with a Night Slash. The opponent calls the bait, but guess what, Mr. Opponent? We are absolutely loaded. I'm going to shield up the next move, and we are going to outpace. So 2 more Night Slashes. Is the opponent willing to give up a shield here with the Night Slash? Yes, they are. We are already at the next one. Is the opponent willing to double shield? Yes, they are. They must be super weak in the back. I'm just going to allow Gliscor to go down, and we are going to snipe it with the Hungry Hippo. Are you ready for the Fire Fang damage, Mr. Opponent? Clearly not. 2 Fire Fangs takes him out, and the opponent quits the match. GG's. Moving on to the next battle, we see another Froslass in the lead. We say switch into the Hungry Hippo. The opponent is staying in. Fire Fangs have really started to shred through this Froslass. They now switch out into Baby Lax, aka Munchlax, and we're going straight for the hard-hitting Earth Power. We get our shield back from the opponent. They are going to have to throw some energy, or we'll make another charge move. We are going to allow the Hippo to go down, and we are going to come in with our Gliscor, as it obviously doesn't want to see that Froslass. We are just going to use Gliscor as somewhat of a damage sponge, but it really isn't that bulky, so damage sponge isn't really the term you are looking for. But either way, we are going to fire off a Night Slash to lower the health of Munchlax. We get the boost. The opponent switches out into Froslass. We meet them with Gallade. We are going to shield this up and commit to the Confusion Farm down. We are now once again loaded full of energy. We are going straight for the Leaf Blade. Is the opponent willing to give up their final shield? Yes, they are. The opponent is going to take us out with a Body Slam, and it's all going to be down to Gliscor to clean up this battle. We come in, commit to the Wing Attack Farm down. We're getting super low on HP. It's Toxicroak in the back, and Mr. Toxicroak. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Get fucking wrecked. And Gliscor, despite having hardly any HP, cleans up this battle. Moving straight on to the next one. We see yet another Froslass in the lead. I wonder why no one watches this cup, because fucking hell, it's boring. The opponent switches out into Lucario. Fire Fang absolutely tearing through him. They shield up a Rock-type Weather Ball. The Hungry Hippo makes the second Weather Ball. The opponent has double shielded. Holy crap, they really wanted switch advantage. But we've seen this team time and time again. It's going to be Toxicroak in the back, or at least that is what I'm pretty confident of. We obviously don't shield up the Shadow Ball because we are going to get deleted by this Froslass. We're up 2 shields. We are going to shield up absolutely everything, and hopefully we can just Confusion down the Toxicroak in the back. The opponent makes the second move. We're going to shield it up. Show me the Toxicroak. Feed me that Toxicroak. It's actually a Licky Tongue or Licky Licky. It's Evolution, but you can eat a close combat. Get fucking wrecked. And Gallade, once again, is going to make quick work of the opponent. GG's. Moving on to the next battle, we see the Balloon in the lead. Absolutely dreadful. The opponent meets us with a Piplup? I think it's Piplup. Whatever the pre-evolution of Empolion's called. Pretty cool pick from the opponent. They shield up the Earthquake. We are going to allow Gliscor to go down. Icy Wind, definitely enough. We once again have shield advantage, but is that going to be enough to help us with this battle? Hard countered in the lead. Hard countered on the swap. I am not going to shield up this Icy Wind. It does decent damage to Gallade. We are going to take him out with a Leaf Blade. We're going to rely on the Hungry Hippo to clean up this battle. I'm spamming out the Hippo. Drifblim can hit us for super effective with Icy Wind. I am going to shield this up. We really need something like a Steel type in the back. It is Mr. Potato Head. Shout out to this opponent. Someone not running basic bitch meta. I go straight for the Earth Power. Potato Head gets absolutely nuked. We are going to have to shield up this Icy Wind. We will survive, but it will leave us super low. It's 4-4 and 3 for Icy Wind. You can see that is number 2. We're going straight for the Rock-type Weather Ball. It does draw the shield. I look to catch the move. The opponent far too smart, and we die with the Leaf Blade. Absolutely heartbreaking. We need to survive this Icy Wind. Can we survive? They go for a Shadow Ball, and that is a good game. Really well played to the opponent, and I absolutely love the spice as well. Moving on to the next battle. We see Hisuian Electrode in the lead. I attempted to catch a Wild Charge on my Gliscor, and I was not successful. The opponent answers with Froslass. they throw the avalanche immediately. So we are going to lose the 0 shield. I'm really hoping that I can come back in with Gallade and Confusion down before they make a move. Gallade manages to do it, and we are now absolutely loaded. Back out comes the Electrode. They are pretty low on HP, so I am going to go for the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade draws a shield from the opponent. I am going to shield up. Whatever they throw, they go for the Wild Charge. We're at Leaf Blade. Number 2, does the opponent want to double shield? Yes, they do. So you already know they might have a fighter in the back, so I am going to shield up this second Wild Charge, and we actually have a Gastrodon in the back. We make the Leaf Blade, gonna one-shot, double super effective, and we're gonna show the Hippo, and that is all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on to the next battle, we see another Bastiodon in the lead, despite us being a fighting type. Gallade probably has the worst matchup against Wallface. We're going straight for the Hail Mary. The opponent shields it up, so as usual, we switch out into Gliscor, and here comes a Bomber Snow. Not fantastic. Wing attacks do hit for super effective, but Powder Snow is double super effective. They go straight for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball takes us out. You can see this Bomber Snow is at around half health, but does the Hippo care? Does it fuck? We farm them down before they even make the second Weather Ball. Now we are ahead on energy, and unfortunately for us, it is Cresselia in the back. Not fantastic. Cresselia really good against all of our Pokemon. Gliscor has the best matchup, but we no longer have it. We're going straight for the Earth Power. Earth Power goes unshielded. We are going to look to shield up once again because we really don't want the Hippo to go down. The opponent throws the Grass Knot. We are now going to throw the Rock-type Weather Ball. This should be drawing a shield from the opponent. I am counting fast moves. I look to sack Gallade. Unfortunately, I'm unsuccessful. The opponent comes back in to Bastiodon. Stone Edge doesn't quite one-shot. Can we make the close combat? We cannot, and we are going to lose to a Bastiodon. I absolutely hate it, but it is what it is. GG's to the opponent. Moving on to the next battle, we see Munchlax in the lead. Not fantastic. I am going to look to bank a Leaf Blade, switch out into Gliscor. The opponent is staying in and throwing some energy. We are going to tank the Body Slam on Gliscor. The opponent is still staying in, so I'm going to rip off a Night Slash to lower the health of the opponent. Night Slash gets them into the red. We make yet another Night Slash. The opponent is now going to be forced, or they're going to have to go down with energy. We get the boost, but I'm still not going to shield up Gliscor because they are going to outpace us to the next Body Slam. The opponent is already down 1 shield, so I could come in and rip off a Leaf Blade, but instead I'm going to keep that energy and come in with the Hippo. We can tank any one move. The opponent throws a Body Slam. We manage to farm down before they make the second. They have another Lick user. They've got Munchlax and Licky Licky. We are going to shield up the Body Slam. We're going straight for the Earth Power. Earth Power, if it goes unshielded, is going to land for big damage. I look to snipe with Gallade, and once again, it is Cresselia in the back. This game is going to get dicey. We're going for Leaf Blade after Leaf Blade. We are going to have to shield up the Grass Knot. Grass Knot would one-shot from this range. Psycho Cuts are only neutral, but you can see they're doing big damage to Gallade. We make Leaf Blade. Number 2, this draws a shield from the opponent. Gallade makes Leaf Blade. Number 3, but is this enough to knock out? No, it's not, but it is a CMP tie. Best case scenario for us. Grass Knot takes us out. We come in with the Hippo. We Fire Fang down Licky Licky, and we Fire Fang down Cresselia and take that game. Moving on to the next one, we see another Wallface in the lead. I really hope I don't lose to the second Wallface in the video. We're going straight for the close combat. Close combat draws a shield. We switch out once again into Gliscor, and this is like deja vu. This opponent chooses to lower our health with a Stone Edge. They now come in to Cresselia. I'm going to go straight for the hard hitting stab Earthquake. Earthquake lands for big damage. Cresselia throws at poor timing. We sneak a wing attack, so I am going to be able to get a shield off this Cresselia because we are going to outpace to this Night Slash. Night Slash will definitely KO from this range. The opponent shields it up and they dump some energy. We can allow Gliscor now to go down, and I am going to attempt to resisted Confusion down this Cresselia before they make another move. The opponent, though, has no shield, so they do make a charge move. I can shield this up, and we'll have the close combat locked and loaded should Bastiodon want to return, and it does return. So we're going to nuke the shit out of it with a close combat. Close combat one-shots. The opponent's got Toxicroak in the back, and they're quickly reaching for that top left. Moving on to the next battle, we see Drapion, a Shadow Drapion at that in the lead. Dreadful, it beats all 3 of our Pokemon. We tank the first, Aqua Tail. We are going to shield up Aqua Tail. Number 2, as it will do big damage. I am going to go for the Earthquake. I have tried baiting and absolutely everyone calls the bait. This opponent shields it up. That's typically how it goes. I'm not even going to bother shielding up at this stage. We're just going to take the 1 shield loss, and this Drapion is looking like it's going to run through the entirety of our team. We come in to the Hippo. Aqua Tail is going to hit for super effective, and ouch, that does a lot of damage. The opponent now switches out into Drifblim. Things have gone from bad to worse. Rock-type Weather Ball draws a shield from the opponent. We are going to have to shield this up as Gallade really can't deal with this at this health. We are going to make 1 more Rock-type Weather Ball, but with the debuff, this isn't going to be enough to KO. But we might be able to Fire Fang it down. We just about Fire Fang it down. We switch out into Gallade. Can we Confusion down before they make a move? Absolutely heartbreaking. They make a move on 1 HP and a dream. It's Bastiodon in the back. Holy crap. If that was just an Aqua Tail, we would have been able to nuke them. We unfortunately lose a heartbreaking game. So those were the battles. With the double ground strategy, you can see battles went in literally seconds. This team has huge nuke potential. We got close combat, earth power, and earthquake. And my gosh, do all these moves hit hard. Would I recommend this team? Probably not, as stuff like Drapion and Empolion are a huge problem, even Cresselia. So a lot of top meta threats are problematic. But if you're looking to have some fun with some unique Pokemon, this line of 3 has huge nuke potential. So enjoying the content, smash that like button if you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.